My mom left me with a Vietnam veteran when I was 16 years old. He was 42 because he had messed with me one night, and I told her about it.
This is her boyfriend?
This is Sadie's dad, the Vietnam veteran. And I told her about it, and she told him when she came to the apartment like that week, and she said that if he didn't take me, she was going to press statutory rape charges on him. And I didn't know this happened until
later. If he didn't take you?
He did not take me and keep me. And I didn't know this, but his daughter always used to say, your mom, she'd look at me and she would be like heartbroken, and she'd say, your mom is not a good person, right?
So when you say this Vietnam vet messed with you?
Yeah, he took my pants off in the middle of the night.
Okay. And you didn't want him to, or?
No, but I got caught up in a situation where he was crying and he was saying he was going to kill himself. I was 16. I didn't know. Like, I felt sorry.
So was he kind of trying to manipulate you to have sex with him?
Yes, I felt sorry for him, yes. And I didn't have sex with him right away, but I definitely felt sorry for him, and
sure.
I was seeking kind of a family and like a,
Your mom
did
left
not tell
you.
my father. Yes. That's how everything started. When I was like 11, I saw my mom and Bob like inappropriately, and then like it kind of turned on. She turned on me, and she was like trying to get rid of me. I probably talked too much.
So this guy, this 42-year-old Vietnam vet who you got together with when you were 16.
Yeah.
Tell us in detail how that first sexual encounter went.
Well, I was hanging out with his daughter, and we were partying like as young kids, but we were just, smoking weed and I don't know.
So you were hanging out with his daughter?
Yeah, and I fell asleep at the apartment.
Were you doing drugs at the time?
No, just weed.
Okay, so you fell asleep.
We did acid one night.
Had he ever flirted with you or indicated that he was attracted to you?
I never expected that, but I don't ever see anything coming. For me, it's like it always hits me like a ton of bricks, and I'm like, why did I see that? He took my pants off in the middle of the night, and I was asleep. I woke up with my panties on, and I was
so
furious.
you didn't wake up when he was taking your pants off. You didn't wake up till.
No, I didn't wake up to anything. When I woke up and I realized my panties were off, I knew what happened, and I freaked out on him. I freaked out, but he played that.
So he had sex with you in your sleep?
God, I don't even know. Now that you say that, I don't. No, he couldn't have. But now you make me wonder. I never thought of that. I don't think so. But no.
I mean, unless you were on drugs or something.
Me. No, that's why I'm saying it couldn't have been.
So he may not have had intercourse with you at that time.
No, he did not that, and I mean, as far as I'm concerned, no, he didn't, because I know when the first time was, and it was very awkward when he had sex with me, and I did this all. Why? I don't know. I don't know why I let this man do this. I was like probably seeking like a daddy figure of some kind.
Then let's get back to the part where your mom told him you have to take her, meaning take you, or else she was going to report him.
I did not know that until 2 years ago, because I finally asked his daughter to tell me why she hated my mom so much, and what is it? Why do you why? Because she was so sincere about it. And I knew
Did you confirm this with your mom? Did your mom admit this to you? Did
my
she
mom wasn't admit anything. No, but the faces show. I had to know that my mom had a sliver of a conscience left. So we had that meeting. Something happened to her when she was a kid. That's essentially what it is something damaged her.
So this guy, this 42-year-old Vietnam veteran,
Terry,
who your mom kind of forced to,
she just kind of
he said,
didn't do shit about
live
it.
with this girl,
Yeah,
let her live with
hey,
you.
Mom, look at this. Are you mad about this? Are you going to do anything? That's me inside, probably 16, and trying to get some sort of attention from her, because all she ever did was yell at me.
Okay.
And she didn't do shit about it.
So she wanted you to live with this guy.
Yeah.
So did your sexual relationship with him continue?
Yes, but it was never really. I mean, it was weird. It was always weird.
How many times total would you say you had intercourse with this guy?
I was with him 6 years.
6 years. Wow. What made you leave?
He did the same thing to another woman, to his daughter's friend.
So what did he do to his daughter's friend?
In the middle of the night, he snuck into the room and he started feeling her out. Just like he did me.
How did you find out about this?
Well, she moved out.
So she was living with you guys at the time?
Yeah, not us. She was living with Michelle, his daughter, in the room.
Was it a hotel room or something?
We had a house.
Okay.
No, he always took care of me financially,
Are you still in touch with him?
He's dead. He just died.
Were you in touch with him?
No, I had to leave.
So you didn't stay.
I had to run from Terry. He was being a total psycho. He went to his deathbed hating me for leaving. He desensitized me. You understand? He was so verbally abusive and told me so many things that were sick shit. We're talking about. He was a recon Marine, 1st Battalion radio operator, and he was first behind enemy lines 68 to 69 at Da Nang. Served 2 tours and went AWOL on the second one. And he got a Silver Star.
What does the future hold for you? What's your next step? What's going to happen?
Oh no, my past sounds so fucked up. I don't know, but I want good things. I love Danny so much, and I know what he can be a good person.
That's the guy you're with now.
Yeah, but I can't stand the way he is right now.
You can't what?
But I can't stand the way he acts to me right now. He's mean to me right now, and he thinks that all he thinks.
Mean how? What kind of stuff does he do?
He just thinks that I'm a fucking whore.
He what?
Thinks I'm a whore.
Well, that's not good.
I can't have this conversation, and I can't have the argument. I will not. I'm a person, I've been fighting for my dignity for years now, since he started to get on meth, because meth has made him a lot different. It's definitely not done any good for either one of us, but he goes into psychosis, and when he does, if he gets on these kicks, he believes that shit, and it's not good for me. It's dangerous for me, and he's not physically doing anything to me anymore, but his words are terrible, and I will not, if I did something, I will just break down to someone. I'm not the type that can hold that in, but I just didn't do it. He thinks I'm a hot commodity around here. So.
Thinks you're a hot commodity.
Yeah, apparently.
Hot commodity on the street.
Yes.
That ass.
Yeah, dad ass. You got it.
Interesting.
That ass, though. Yeah, I know.
So he thinks you're actually engaging in prostitution.
Well, that or, there could be a guy parked over somewhere. He's delusional all the time. He thinks every time he comes around, I change my windows on my thing. And that's why I'm not in the car, because I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. I love him, but I will not watch him, destroy himself and take me down with him. I love him enough to.
What choice do you have other than to stay with him in the car right now?
Well, I'd rather sit out here. Stay outside. I didn't need him.
You guys are kind of together, so he parks near where you sleep in the car sometimes?
He doesn't really, I could have left 10,000 times over. The only reason I stay is because I don't want him to die. And my kids love him, and we were together 16 years. And wherever Danny is, because I'm not always sure that's Danny, I know he's there somewhere, and even if I leave, I'm calling the dogs out on him. He's not.
You're calling what?
I'm calling the dogs out on him. There's going to be an intervention of some kind.
You mean you got people that'll
Yes,
intervene?
I will find them. He's not going to sit there and die on my watch. And I may not be with him. I love him enough to let him go. I have already told him, if we can't get along, let's be friends. But
You were really in the mood to talk tonight, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, there's a lot to say about this life, and nobody ever asked me. There's a lot to say.
Anybody ever interviewed you about this before?
No, nobody gave a shit. Nobody gives a shit.
Well, you gave your phone number. If you want to give it again towards the end of the interview, I'm going to, so that I could go back. If you'd like me to, I'll put it in the subject line or the description of the interview. I'll put your phone number. So if someone wants to, they don't have to listen to the whole thing to get your number.
You're going to think I'm crazy. And I am a little, but I'm not,